What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is January 26, 2026. I'm out on a nice little walk again. So I just filmed an entire intro, but then realized my microphone was off, so this is a re-film. So, yeah, today I just want to get into the daily principle, talk a lot of stuff, and finish the stuff from part one that we talked about. And then, yeah, I think that'll be it. So, let's get into it. Alright, January 26th. So, welcome to the daily principle. So, yeah, we're just gonna get into it. Firstly, wanted to say I changed a little bit of my stance. I'm gonna be standing up. I'm gonna try it this way, holding the microphone. A little bit more relaxed, a little bit more professional. I got a comment, by the way, that said, let me tell you exactly what it said. Give me 1 second. Alright, it said, love the content. I just recommend holding the camera at a higher angle on yourself. I think it shows a little bit more confidence in yourself and make the content just that little bit better. Keep it up, bro. Finding people with drive in life are rare. So just know I support you, bro. Thank you very much. I don't know. I'm not gonna try and pronounce your name because I'm gonna butcher it, but this is the guy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna try it out this way. Let me know how it is if you're watching this video. All right, so let's get into it. I prepared a little bit of just an outline, not much of a script today, just an outline. So yeah, let's get into it. Number one, Trump trade and tariff threats continue. U.S. ally economic tensions resurfaced with President Donald Trump repeatedly threatening major tariffs on allies, including Canada. A move investors are watching closely given its potential impact on global trade and supply chains. Number two, battle for the Fed escalates. Pressure on the Federal Reserve's policy direction gained intensity. Internal and external debates over the horizon for U.S. interest rates have picked up, with market participants weighing central bank independence against political influence and inflation outcomes. I personally, my take on this is that the president should have zero influence over this. Hold on, I think, there we go. Hold on, let me just, all right. Yeah, I think that the president should have zero influence over interest rates, and that should be handled by one person, and in this case, well, not by one person, but by a committee, and in this case, the person in charge of that is Jerome Powell, so I think, it should be his decision at the end of the day. But, there's a reason that I'm not there and I'm here, so that's just my opinion. Alright, number three, G7 finance ministers meet. A group of 7 finance officials met under France's presidency, with discussions expected to center on rare earths, broader macroeconomic coordination, and global resource strategy, a sign of continued focus on strategic materials and geopolitical risk in economic policy. This is directly from the articles, by the way. This is not a script. Also, English is not my first language. Sorry if I butcher a couple of the pronunciations. But yeah, all right, let's continue. Number 4, yen and intervention risks. An unusual rate check by the New York Fed sparked yen volatility, highlighting ongoing coordination challenges for currency markets and reinforcing hurdles to joint intervention strategies among advanced economies. All right, number 5, precious metals surge on risk sentiment. Oh yeah, gold hit an all-time high of $5,100 today. That's actually amazing for some people. For others, not so much. So yeah, gold hit $5,100 per ounce, and silver reached new highs driven by geopolitical tension fears, trade uncertainty, and U.S. federal government risk perceptions. A classic safe haven flight reflected in commodity markets. Number 6, NATO reasserts role in European security. NATO leadership, specifically Secretary General Mark Rutte, sorry if I butchered that, emphasized that Europe cannot defend itself without the United States, pointed to increased defense spending, and highlighted Arctic security groups formed in response to rising global strategic competition. Again, that is directly from the articles. I'm just putting a little bit of twist. Oh, this part is where I'm putting a little bit of my own twist on it. So I'm just going to give a brief summary of what it means in my opinion. And again, I could be completely wrong here, so if I am wrong, please correct me in the comments. But yeah, like I said, this is my personal opinion. So All right, what this means, what this means in the economics and markets section. Ongoing tariff threats and trade friction are shaping investor risk appetite and global supply chain expectation. Finance ministers and policymakers are addressing strategic resource dependency and conflict-related economic risk. Currency markets remain sensitive to central bank actions and potential joint interventions. Gold and silver are soaring as safe havens, reflecting broader uncertainty. So we should all just buy gold. But then again, it is the high again, so not financial advice. Personally, I am not buying gold or silver right now. I had a little bit before, it went completely through the roof. So yeah, I'm happy to say made a little bit off of that. Anyway, moving on to the geopolitics and security. NATO reasserted the US as indispensable to Europe's defense strategy. Arctic and rare earth policy are now fully strategic, not just economic. And all right, let's move on to systematic risk. I had a little bit more there. I think I'm going to skip it. It's a little bit too useful. We're already 5 minutes in, I think. All right, central bank independence versus political influence remains a tension point. Market signals metals currency volatility. Currency volatility shows stress points even without catastrophic headlines, because like I said in previous videos, all it takes is one stupid comment or one stupid headline and the entire market is just going to go through the roof or crash as usual. Alright, next. Oh, okay, this is a personal section that I wanted to add. I say a lot of big words and not everyone understands what it means, and I'm lucky to be one of those people that understands what it means. So I have a separate series that I'm gonna make called the 1% Principle. I've already started making videos on there, and I'm gonna go into like what these words mean and stuff like that, just so I can, better educate myself and, you guys along the way. So for this section, I wanna add what this means for us as regular people. So we should expect higher prices for imported goods if tariffs escalate, especially electronics and vehicles. All right, that's pretty self-explanatory. Savings and investments may feel the impact. Metals like gold are climbing and markets are cautious. Currency fluctuations can affect travel, loans, and everyday transactions. Geopolitical tensions may influence energy prices, affecting heating, gas, and electricity costs. Essentially, what you pay, what your savings are, and what you invest in are, hold on, I'm going to restart that part. Essentially, what you pay, what your savings earn, and what you invest in are all reacting quietly to these global shifts. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say based on that today. Hopefully tomorrow we have a little bit of better news, because today it's not the worst, but I mean, it's definitely not the best from what we've seen. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let's move on to the more personal side of things. I think I'm going to do that out while I'm taking a walk again, or maybe I'll just quickly film it right now. I don't know. So yeah, let's get into that. Respected, creative, calm, dangerous in a way, reliable, etc. What do I want to control over? Not who. What do I want to control over? Sorry, I think I said who. Basically, what do I want control over? Your time, your income, your body, your skills, your emotions, and what am I willing to sacrifice for that? Comfort, sleep, partying, short-term validation, excuses, etc. If your daily actions match those answers, you're succeeding right now, and not one day. Anyway, a simple personal formula that I personally created is success equals progress towards a life that you don't want to escape from. There we go. I did this in Russian. I typed it out in Russian, so this is a translation. Success equals progress toward a life you don't want to escape from. There you go. That was a better version of me saying this. It's not a perfect life. It's not an easy life. It's a life where you wake up with purpose, your effort compounds, and your future self would thank you for that, for the life that you're in. Anyway, the trap to avoid. Hold on, let me scroll down just a little bit. The trap you want to avoid: comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. So like, again, like, I'm gonna open my phone right now, and I guarantee, I swear to God, if I see that penguin meme right now, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put up a video right now. Yeah, if I see that penguin meme, that's like completely, I'm just gonna throw my phone against the wall. Kidding. Yeah, there we go. See, this is what, like stuff like this, like working out. There we go, Koenigsegg's. It's not about that. It's not about that. I promise you. It's, you know, someone else's maximum might be your minimum and vice versa, but that doesn't make either of you wrong. It makes success personal. There we go. That's a lot. I think we should quote that, put that on the t-shirt. It's pretty good. Okay, a practical exercise. You should do this once a year. Finish these sentences, sit down, relax, you know, at the sunset, go to a bench, sit down, look at the view, and ask yourself these questions. If my life stayed exactly like this for 5 years, I would feel blank. I would respect myself more if I blank daily. Success for me right now looks like blank. Fill those out. I promise you, you'll have a clear direction of where to go. Your answers this year will not be the same as in 5 years, and that's completely healthy and completely fine, and they should be different. A lot of people are like, oh, but my life changes so much. Good, it should change. That just means you're growing and not stuck in the same spot. Even if you have a downfall, the farther the downfall, the higher you can rise. You know, lower lows, higher highs, I guess. So, yeah. That's my little take on success. Hope this kind of helped in a way. Alright, it's not even been 30 seconds. I'm going to completely freestyle this, no script. It hasn't even been 30 seconds, and I've thought of the next thing I want to say. I'm extremely grateful for all the people watching my videos. I'm extremely grateful for all the new subscribers I have and all the positive comments I've been getting. Those positive comments honestly make my day. And as you guys can tell, those comments make me a lot more comfortable. Like, I'm standing up. I've never stood up like this before. You know, I'm dressing a little bit better. I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable recording these videos, have the microphone in my hand, have more, you know, light coming at me. So looking at the camera more, you know, I'm kind of comfortable with having a script, and my voice is less shaky. So like I said in the beginning of the year, if you guys watch those videos, having self-confidence is extremely important, and I'm super happy because I'm starting to feel self-confidence in this. And genuinely, I hope that you guys, so far in the year, how many days are we? 26 days. We're 26 days into the year. I hope you guys are feeling more confident in a way. So, yeah, also another thing is I started reading the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective, you know, adults or teens or whatever, you know, whatever age range you are. So yeah, so I'll be talking a lot about that book because that book is honestly amazing, and just reading it today gave me some more confidence. So yeah, anyway, that's all I wanted to say for now. And I think I'm gonna do the outro as I'm walking. I'll do the intro and outro as I'm taking a nice little walk, so we have that nice little view. So yeah, let's just get into the outro now. Alright, that'll be the wrap up, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day or night, depending on where you are or what time it is. And I hope this helped in a way and I motivated you somehow, or gave you a little bit of that urge to start doing stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good one.